Previously on The Code, life with the Mariners.
When the A-League first started, it was an interesting time because I don't think football on the Central Coast was huge.
It is Bowick driving it, and he's beaten Bolton again.
As a rugby league man, I actually come to the stadium to the Mariners matches and I see rugby league, I see rugby union supporters, I see AFL supporters because they want their own team and they've embraced the Mariners.
Same as the David Beckham thing. As I told people, it doesn't matter if we don't get them. All of a sudden the Central Coast's all over the world, press, TV, media, everywhere.
As the season approaches its halfway mark, the mood is still decidedly relaxed. The players show no signs of fatigue as they begin the congested 10-day Christmas to New Year's period. In times of pressure, it's important for the mechanics of training and the team dynamics to remain consistent.
Come on, let's get going. It's all good, it's nice and relaxed, good chat, but now focus. Tactics v Wellington. If I can have, for the orange team, which is Wellington, when they lose possession or in possession, the wingers stay high and wide and only look after the fullbacks in defence. So if we can have Millet. My philosophy on the football sense is obviously a passing game, possession game, an attacking game. We try to get our fullbacks as far forward as we can. We try to get our strikers involved, and as much as we can, we try to get 4 or 5 players in the box. My big philosophy when I first come in was about defence. Defence wins you everything. We pride ourselves on clean sheets. Our defensive record over the first 2.5 years since I've been here has been the best, or if not the second best in the league. So everyone has a job to do in defence. They have no options. They do as I tell them in defence. Defence is about mentality. It's about intensity, because no one likes to do anything without the ball. But with the ball, give them freedom to express themselves, and we work a lot on our structures to make sure that in possession everyone knows where people are. If I can have you two staying on the far side in the end zone, and Macca, you stay in the end zone all the time.
Calf 39.7, arm relaxed 31.1, 34.1, 82.4, those 60 flat. Done.
A final measurement, and the team begin the journey to Wellington. Travel is the least glamorous aspect of elite sport, but some mariners find ways to make the trip more bearable.
I was here already for 7 months. And then we played away, Wellington away. And I was just sitting there and the deck was lying in front of me, and then if there's a deck in front, I have to grab it. And I hadn't done tricks up to that side probably for a year or something. And then all of a sudden I said to the guys, like, look, I can do a trick if you want. Like this, and then all the guys were like, oh, here we go. You know that? This trick calls, we call it the gun. No, not the gun. This trick is called the clock. You have to think about your favorite hour of the day and you pick it from the top. So if it's 10, you pick the 10 cards from the top. All right? You have to trust me, I'll be here. You just pick your favorite hour of the day and hide the cards for me. All right, so I open your phone because I need your phone. And now I'm gonna make a new note, you see? It's gonna be a new note. All right, done. Switch it off. This is going to be impressive, boys. Try to think about the time. You just start at 1. So if I think it's 1 o'clock, well, I started sweating because I have to call the time now. All right. And I think it's close in this area because you love your food, so I'd say 7, but I think you chose 8 o'clock. Is that true?
Yes.
All right. Is your phone still locked?
Yes.
Are we ready? Because now this is magic. 8 o'clock. The card 8 o'clock is 8 of spades, huh? Can you open your phone and show everybody what it says?
Ace of spades. You're a freak.
Despite travelling 3 hours due east of Australia, the elevators, corridors and hotel rooms all look the same.
Where are we?
But for goalkeeper Justin Passfield, this particular destination and its weather do not hold fond memories.
I was with Pellas last week, but it's good to get a change up. I live with Pellas, so it's good to not hear his voice for a couple of days. Apart from that, cut a long story short, it was windy. And I went to play the ball along the ground to kick it, and instead of kicking it out of my hands because it was blowing a gale. And I went to kick it, and the wind moved the ball, and I went to stop to kick it, and I just didn't stop in time and kicked it straight to the striker. He went round, tapped it in. So that's why I particularly don't like the joint. Wellington's always a hard place to come to, and the last 2 years we've actually done pretty well here. So hopefully that run will continue and get the 3 points and head back to sunny Central Coast. We're clear now of second, I think, by 1 point. I think the team and they've shown in the last couple of weeks the depth that we've got in our squad, which is a brilliant thing to have.
It's quite hard underground, this footy.
Tomorrow, the Mariners will have skill on their side. The locals will have a gale. The weather factor is eliminated as the day dawns bright. The stage is set for the Mariners to extend their lead at the top of the table. But winning in Wellington is not so easy. The theatre of football allows for many performers to emerge both on the field and on the sideline. The supporting role is played by Phil Moss, whose skill set must be that of an assistant coach, administrator, confidant and diplomat, all rolled into one.
I've always been reasonably even-tempered. I don't go from huge highs to huge lows. On the sideline, I think you're so focused that any emotion you do show is spur of the moment.
Hey! Elbows! Tommy! Go on, son!
Oh, didn't sit.
Great ball, Hutch!
Arnie as head coach gives myself, Andrew Clark and John Crawley jobs, to look at certain aspects of the game. It might be the opposition, it might be us, it might be certain aspects of the opposition.
Yeah. Okay. Anything for edge of the box as well.
Edge of the box.
Yeah, for second ball.
Yeah, no worries.
All the best, mate. Huh? Enjoy.
Bernie, come further next time.
Rocky. He's got it.
Get in. Oh, no. Unlucky, Tommy, unlucky! Tommy, head up, son, head up!
It's amazing how quickly a 90 minutes can go just before full time when you're only 1-0 up. That seems to take the 90 minutes, whereas the 90 minutes before that goes very quickly.
Hey! Hey! What the is that? What's that? He's launched himself from 3 metres! That's a disgrace!
If you guys jump like that, I'm going to have to deal with it. Someone's going to walk. We can't have that.
Well,
okay?
that's a reaction.
Well, I don't know. Fair enough. But you've got to tell your boys, stay down, let us deal with it, because hey, if I've got to deal with you guys jumping, then I can't move from there, okay? All right?
Go, Bernie! All the way, Bernie! Drive to goal!
Boy, get it. Ah. Get in. Yeah, offside. No. Yeah! Thank God for that. I thought he was offside for sure then.
If they've got time on the ball, that's okay. Okay? As soon as we commit and go out and try to put a bit of pressure on him, it opens the space.
The need for improvement is highlighted by coach Graham Arnold at half-time. The constant striving for success and excellence is not limited to the playing personnel alone.
So yeah, pick Fenton up, help out. In the wall, next to Macca. Keep it simple, keep the ball moving and tell the boys to keep the ball moving.
While I'm working under Graham Arnold, I've got no rush to be a head coach because I am learning every day. And I think I'm a strong believer in coaching that you need to do your apprenticeship and you need to do a thorough apprenticeship so you don't get caught short when you put in certain situations as a head coach one day. But am I in a rush while I'm working under Arnie? No, I'm happy to bide my time and just keep learning.
Shut it, Millie!
Trouble, trouble.
You'll have to hang on now.
That's right. Come on, bud. Juki, hold on, mate. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
3 days at the start of the week, probably. It's my fault.
Huh?
It's my fault. I gave him 3 days off.
Yeah, but mate, you did it. The reason you did it for is not for this week. It's for what we've got ahead. So judge it at the end of it. Don't judge it today.
I'm very happy with the point in the end. I thought the first 75 minutes we should have killed the game off. And the last 15 it was all Wellington. In the end we're lucky to get away with a point. But look, you have to give full credit to Phoenix. I think we came up a very good Phoenix side tonight, desperate side. You know, one that needed 3 points more than us.
The journey home is always difficult after a disappointing result. But even worse, if the journey doesn't even finish.
Check-in's delayed. There's a lot of mist outside in Wellington, so we're delayed probably about an hour and a half at the moment. Could be a lot longer. It's 2 days before Christmas, so all the boys want to get home. My son turned 5 yesterday, so I want to get home and have a bit of birthday cake with him. But this is the life of a footballer sometimes, you know, we've got to make sacrifices.
I can't believe they cancelled the flight. You can see you're killing me.
I don't know why they can't land in this. They should be able to land in this. It's not that bad. All the flights now have been cancelled, so now we're waiting for a bus to come to pick us up, to take us back into Wellington to a hotel to stay another night in the fog country. Up the back, put all the big stuff at the back. We don't know what's going on. I'll start ringing them from about 6 in the morning to find out if they know anything. I'd say they'll schedule it out of Auckland.
Rick Cathy is team manager first, problem solver second. He would argue that they both mean the same thing.
We know you're snowed under, but we've got a group of 24 people that we need to have. Yes.
So we're going to have 2 players to 1 room.
2 players to 1
so
room.
There's how many? There's 13 rooms.
Okay, a mic here together. Juki, grab Pellas, please. Just sign that on the bottom.
All right, Rick, I need a pen to sign it.
He's got one there. He's holding it out in front of you. Can't think at all.
sign that, bud?
Where did I sign, Rick? Down the bottom where it says signature.
Got the stapler. Just put in brackets SUP.
Rick, don't take it out on me that we're not home.
There is a feeling of deja vu as the routine of check-out becomes check-in again. And anxious players keen on Christmas at home have to wait on news of rescheduled flights.
Hey? Yeah, internet's working. Got internet working. We better turn the aircon up a bit. It's on. Right, let me test my bed. Boys walked off the pitch a bit upset, a bit down, and heads were a bit down. But at the end of the day, we came and got a point. They played alright though. To give them credit, they did well. I mean, like Arnie said, that's the best they've been for a while against us, especially here at home. They're always hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Flights cancelled, baggage, couldn't check the baggage in. At the end of the day, if they said we're going to be top at Christmas,
you would have taken it
all day long.
The fog delay in Wellington has forced the team to undergo a light recovery session.
Cut! Cut! Muska! Mickey Mouse! Nah.
Leading A-League goal scorer Daniel McBreen sees it as an ideal opportunity to spread some Christmas cheer.
Give me 4 minutes with a rest, another 4 minutes, a rest, and give me another 4 minutes.
Macca is a pest.
A pain in the ass. Oh, Macca, what a guy.
It's really good after a day of hard work that you go home and don't see him for another 18 hours.
You know, I've never seen a guy score so many goals in one season that hasn't scored that many goals before, you know, and he laughs about it and we laugh about it, but, you know, it honestly couldn't happen to a nicer guy, and I'm happy for him.
I see these kids think they've got so much pace and stuff. He's got nothing. How old are you, Bernie? 20? A lot of years on the right at the back. 31, 33, 37, 35. To be fair, staying in Wellington an extra day's made me probably add on a year. I just like to try and keep things light and keep everyone having a laugh and a joke and not be so serious all the time. So, yeah, pest and busy is what I get a lot. I think as I've got older, I've just learned to try and enjoy it more. Can you stop going out on the piss? Try and do something outside of football in case football doesn't work. You know, maybe try and do some studies or something instead of sitting around the house doing nothing. I tend to spend more time, you know, just with the family, and now I've got my own business on the side. It sort of takes my mind away from football, which I think may have benefited me a lot more because I'm not constantly going over it in my head and worrying about it and not missing sleep. I just try and enjoy it, to be honest. You still think about the days when you go home and you used to be able to have an hour and a half keep on the lounge, get the pillows in the corner, TV, and just go. Then I'd get up and it'd be like something to eat and everything, and then it'd be like Mrs. coming home soon, right, better tidy up. Make it like I've been tidying all afternoon. What did you do? Yeah, tidied and did this and did that. It was the last 15 minutes. I was like, doing the vacuum.
Your mobile phone can be switched back on as we arrive.
Finally, the fog lifts, and the Mariners are homeward bound. The next day, home on the coast, 3 of the elder statesmen gather for lunch at the Reef to chat over the season so far. It's a chance to discuss the past, the present, and the future.
To be fair, you never thought someone like him would be playing in this league, but hey?
You never know what you're going to get, do you?
Even Big Heskey as well, to be fair.
When they first said they were coming, you were like, it's just no paper talk again, but I imagine playing against him when he was 25, 26, whatever, 20 years.
It's won a World Cup, man. You can't get any better than that.
You imagine their crowds if they were winning every game, but they're still getting 20 plus. It's good for you, Macca. You'll be playing for Napoli next year.
I'm not going that low.
It'd be nice to play another grand final, right?
The whole build-up on it, the whole week before was nice.
Fans love it, get into it. So Australian culture, win it for the fans.
Fourth time lucky.
Oh, we'll get it one day.
I think Arnie's got a lot more confidence in the young boys this year, but you know, he's built them up over the last few years.
You know that if someone's out injured, well, they've done it every day for, and they just know the job so well and know where they're supposed to be and what they do. So.
Where is that Ono that always play in Japan?
Who's that?
Shinji Ono.
Oh no, yeah, he's just been in Japan, I think, the whole time. I don't think he was getting much of a gig at where he was, so.
He wasn't?
I don't think so.
But how old's he? He's old as well, like, or old.
32 or something, I think. He's quality, but technically, he's good.
They're playing good football around about him as well, they're organised.
They're grinding out results, which is good for them. They remind me of us 2 years ago. Just sitting back, yeah.
Soak up all the pressure and score a goal.
The defence is good. Don't concede goals, you're going to do well.
That's what Arnie said at the start of the year when he spoke to Poppy. He said, sort out your defence and you.
It's the worst thing he's ever done, just tell him that.
He's regretting that now. Yeah, even after football, I think Jenny and the boys want to stay here.
What was your other option, go back to Brisbane?
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
Have you got 2 more years here?
Got 2 more years after this one, and then see what happens after that. You never really know, do you? And then
you're doing the coaching stuff, is that as well?
Trying to set up some coaching stuff through schools and stuff like that. I think just having kids of my own, watching the young kids develop, something I want to get into. Yeah.
For the players, Christmas Day is the next important appointment, followed by Alessandro Del Piero and Sydney FC, who will show no Christmas cheer or goodwill to any men dressed in yellow. Next time on The Code, life with the Mariners.
You know, if there's one thing you can say about Monty is that he's one of those players that will put 110% in every time he goes on that pitch.
Probably a bit of an unsung hero, to be honest. He was the workhorse in midfield.
You know, good family man, you know, honest, hard-working, yeah, just a complete consummate professional.
We're Miller Sludovsky's 2 boys. The team played good. Yeah. I hope they work as hard as they can. They try their hardest. And yeah, go Mariners. Go Mariners.